Okay, that's it. I'm not moving this thing. It's just gonna have to stay there. I'm not gonna have no more of them kind of things happen again. See, yeah, welcome to live chat times two. Heck yeah. Who knows? It probably won't even work now.
Were you able to get back on?
Yeah, I had to delete the thing altogether. I had to delete the app and reload the app. And I don't know. Let's see. I don't even know for sure that it's working yet, but we're gonna find out. Uh, it keeps saying, "Welcome to live chat. Remember to guide your privacy." Okay, I get that. Everybody gets that. We all know how to do that. What's going on? Okay. All right, I'm doing it. Man, that was a hassle. Unbelievable hassle. I had that happen one time before. Not like, actually twice before, but not like that. Hey, whoever's in there, hello, hello. Let's see, we got Plywood, Creation Dust, Hilljack Zach. Heck yeah, I made it back. All right. Did you have something? Huh?
No,
Oh, okay.
but your computer froze up completely too, and I had to like Control Alt Delete shut it down.
Oh, well, it's probably where I deleted the app. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Who knows? It's probably Russians are hacking me. I don't blame them. Look, if I was the Russians, I'd want to know what I'm doing today too. You know what I mean? Oh well, things happen. That's the way it is. Got to dig the paws out. And also got to cut arms and stuff like that. But anyway, we ended up having to delete the whole app off of our phone altogether to get that to finally quit. It was crazy. Oh, well, whatever. I think it was the Russians. All right, but anyway, I don't know. I just keep digging. We just do what we can do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I think we got our likes for the day. Heck, that was crazy. There was 95 likes whenever it messed up, and it still got 20 more likes. It wasn't even working right. That's crazy. Take that to mean that people like it better whenever my stuff's not working. this one? Maybe. Come on, baby. Go to the other one. Which I just put a new bar on this one, so it'll be more friendly to me. I'll give it that. But anyway, hope y'all doing pretty good. Let's see what we got going here. 19 likes. Hey, we picked up some more. Hey, Gen 1, Matthew, what's going on? Glad to see you guys in there. Heck yeah. Be sure and hit that like button if you haven't already. Okay. So, I need to take a little bit more shoulder off of this dude. Yeah. Yep, just that side. And I'll have to take a lot off that side to match it too. far. Digging arms out pretty good. I'm having a good time with this. Not too bad, not too good. We'll see. Dig a little bit of depth out there because, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, if you've seen it from the back, I'm not moving the phone, but if you've seen it from the back, you'd be like, yeah, you probably ought to dig out. Come on, Helen. Let's play games. good so far. Hope you guys are having fun watching this. I'm having a good time. Hey, Deland, what's going on? Pilato, Ray, glad to see y'all in there. Plywood, heck yeah. All right. Bigfoot feet. But I need to cut the paws down, and I'm gonna do the nails and stuff. I'm gonna try to my best I can to give him claws. And yeah, I don't know. This side looks pretty good. But the head, so I guess basic shape. I could clean these feet up a little bit more on that side before I do it. I have some things I could do here and there. You just keep cutting away at it. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's getting lower light. I'm not going to quit yet, though. Heck yeah. Let's see what we got. Deland, Kevin, Pilato, what's going on? Matthew, Old Path, Happy Carmungian. Hold on. So I'm going to go ahead and do I wanted to thin the head down a little bit. I mean, I want to cut, not a little bit, a lot. I want to cut a good chunk off of both sides. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I do like what I did with the head there. And I think I want to take some of this off of here. Yeah, I don't know. But y'all can't hardly see that, but there's like a big bulge there, and I kind of like cut it out. You know, he's not like a super fattest guy in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just check and see who all was in there. Heck yeah. If you haven't hit the like already, be sure to do it. We appreciate you. All right. I'll do it 20. I'll try to clean that up with a carbon bar. But I took quite a bit out of it, and it needed to come out, so I don't feel bad. How about that? Go to the 16 to get that corner, but that brought the head out a lot more, and that's what I was trying to do. Just all in all, it's shapely. It's just getting a lot better. The head's still giant, but I still think I need to take some neck away. Let's just do it. That wrong. I meant add some neck. I don't know why I said take neck away. I'll give you guys kind of walk around real quick. I'll be real careful what I touch the, how I touch the screen, but let's see. So here we go. That's what we got so far. Still got to do the paws, the toe, or the front paws, the toes. He's like a big old cat bear, but that's it. His head is huge, and I could still cut it down some probably, but I'm probably going to leave him like that. His side profile is really good. That looks really good. I mean, you know, of course he's cartoonish. You know, that's kind of what we're going for. But that said, we're about running out of daylight. I could probably do a little bit more cleanup stuff or work on the paws. But the side profile, he looks really, really good. I'm really happy with it. Just his head is huge. But that's all right. This is my first 6-footer, so I'm not gonna be that picky. It just kind of is what it is. So I am gonna go ahead and work on the claws until I run out of fuel in this little saw. And not really the claws so much as just the paws in general, the shape of them, how long they're gonna be turned down. I think. I don't very dark, I know that much. All right, so hey, we kind of recovered this with another 79 likes, you know, and I don't know how long we've been on here, probably not that long, but we was on here about 40 minutes before I broke it the first time. So yeah, we're kind of in that same realm, whatever, time-wise, it's about the same. Yeah, the head's just so big, but he's cute, you know. I mean, and I thought about trying to chainsaw the nose out. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave it like it is. But basically, he's blocked out. I look around the feet, walk around him a little bit here. The depth here could probably be a little deeper, but I don't know. So I can start claws, toes and claws. I can, yeah. I'll tell you what, I am going to take some height or some curl or a little bit off the bottom of the feet. Fuel. That's kind of what I was going for. Let the truth be known, I figured I would try to push it until both the carbon bars, both carbon saws that run out of gas. And at this point, that's all I'm going to need to finish this guy. So what I'm thinking, I'll tell you guys straight up, is Wednesday, you got Creation Dust 777, the best chainsaw carver in the world, will be on from 2 to 5. Then Wowie comes on from 5 to 7, or roughly there's about. And I think I'm going to come back this Wednesday. Normally I can't get on here on a Wednesday. It's a church night, if that's what y'all would call it. So this Wednesday I don't have to though. So I think I'm going to finish this guy Wednesday after Wowie. So I don't know about finish, but finish chainsaw carving him anyway. Then at 7 to 9, you cut out the claws, the toe, dig the toes out, and everything that is left, hair it, everything that's left that I can do with a chainsaw, do it Wednesday. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So here, let me give one more, like kind of around it, around the horn. So for the side profile, other than the head is a little big. The side profile is really good, actually. And then the back profile is like a cute teddy bear. And let's see, same thing here. Yeah, He's like, he's just big, cute bear with a giant head. I guess he'd be, call him a happy little grizzly teddy bear, right? Something like that. But that's what we got. And I cut that head down, or the width of the head out quite a bit. And I could still do more. I don't know. But that said, I think we're going to go with what we got here for now. And be happy. Come back on Wednesday. And let's see what we got. Heck yeah, Perry, man, I appreciate that. Todd, hey, glad to see you in there. LJ, thank you, Matthew. For my first 6-footer, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. And yeah, it's a lot of work too. And that first video, if y'all seen that on Sunday, I was up on that trailer and it was just going like this all the time because it was bouncing around. I had the dolly sitting up there on top of it, had the phone holder in it, and hey, Plywood, what's going on? I'll try to get that stuff out to you and John tomorrow. Hey, Brutus Beefcake, I thought you died. Oh man, I'm glad you're still alive. That's good. I like wrestling. I like fake wrestling. Fake wrestling was funny. Everybody was, I'm gonna come and I'm over to your room, and I'm gonna pound you, and then we're gonna meet in a cage tonight, and someone else is gonna come out from the back and attack us both, and I'll still have my belt. That's how it was with that kind of wrestling. The fake wrestling. It was pretty good stuff. Yeah. I don't know about all that. Let's see. Can I make it a bobblehead? Yeah, I could. Yeah. Yeah. A couple Jeep springs, man. Bobblehead bear. That's pretty good stuff. Oh well. But anyway, that's what I got, guys. And like I said, I'm gonna come back in, and I always like my decor, my sawdust decor, my glitter, it's my salt glitter. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna come back in here on Wednesday night, 7 to 9, and try to get the toes cut out and hairless dude. That's gonna be the plan, and we'll see how it goes. But that's what I got, guys. And don't forget, Creation Dust 777 be 2 o'clock Wednesday. That's normally 2:20, something like that. And then you got Wiley's workshop at 5, and he's usually done by 7. That's what I'm going to plan on, at 7 to 9. All right, hey, y'all have a good night. Appreciate you watching. Come back when you can stay later, ya schmucks.